This one has a different kind of pressure. Mexico against Ecuador, a knockout night with no easy way out. Mexico carry the stadium, Ecuador carry the warning label. This could get nasty quickly. Welcome in and stay with this one. The story is bigger than the score. I'll call the action, but we'll also read the game behind it. Because these teams bring tension before the first pass. It's Mexico against Ecuador. The crowd is already part of the match, but Ecuador are exactly the team that can quiet a stadium. That is the danger here. Let's go. Before kickoff, remember the pressure on Mexico. At home, expectation is not support only, can become a weight. Ecuador know that. They press. They bite. They wait. Then they punish. That is the trap. Mexico must stay calm, not emotional. Ecuador set up with midfield security first, and that tells you everything about their plan. Caicedo is the key reference point. Ball winner, passer, tempo breaker, the player who makes chaos feel organized. When he controls the middle, Ecuador can turn defense into pressure in 2 passes. Mexico answer with width, movement, and a front line that cannot afford to become isolated. The warning is simple. If the wingers stay too high, the striker gets lonely and Ecuador squeeze the space. So Mexico need runners from midfield, not just hopeful crosses from outside. We are underway, and the first question is whether Mexico control emotion or Ecuador control rhythm. Early touches matter here. Nobody wants the first mistake. Caicedo already wants the ball. That is Ecuador building through the danger zone. Nice feet, and now the defender is in trouble. Excellent challenge. That had to be clean. That is knockout defending. No panic, just timing. Raul Jimenez drops into the picture. Good ball, and Mexico are starting to ask questions. Now the chance is opening. Goal. Mexico strike first, and that is exactly what the stadium wanted. Look at the reaction. Ecuador were half a step late. At this level, half a step is enough to change the night. And Mexico turned pressure into belief before Ecuador can settle. "1-0, and now we find out what Ecuador are made of. This is where the game starts to get emotional. Ecuador try to move higher now. He's in, but the shot is blocked. Massive block. That is a goal-saving moment without the headline. Mexico recover quickly, and that matters after scoring. Ecuador need a clean attack, not just urgency. But Mexico closed the door before the idea becomes a chance. Cross comes in, danger still loose. And Mexico survived the second ball. That interception was all anticipation. Here comes another forward burst. Still searching for the finish. What a save. How has he reached that? That is the kind of stop that changes the emotional temperature of a match. Corner dealt with, and no rebound for the Hunters. One dribble beaten, but Ecuador are not letting the move breathe. Now this could become serious if the pass is right. The delivery is not enough. Keeper reads it early. Inter Valencia is sniffing around, and that experience is never harmless. Great weight on the pass, but the defender closes the window. This attack has shape now. Goal again. Mexico double it, and now Ecuador are staring at a mountain. The space inside the box is the crime scene here. Composure does the rest. One touch, one finish, and control of the match. (2-0), and the crowd can smell something bigger. Caicedo tries to restart Ecuador's pulse. But if they lose it here, Mexico can break again. Real chance, blocked, scrambled, and somehow still alive. Valencia waits for one mistake. Room on the side, cross comes in, and it's cleared away. Mexico move it forward again. Ecuador are being stretched. Shot on target, but the keeper holds it clean. That little setup was dangerous. Huge save from close range. That is elite reaction work. Fast hands, faster mind. Corner in, poor giveaway, and Mexico smell blood. (3-0). This is turning into a statement performance. Watch the change of pace here. One move, defender gone. Then the finish is ice cold. No rush, no panic. Every restart now feels heavier for Ecuador. Simple pass, but it keeps Mexico in rhythm. Cross comes in, and suddenly there is panic again. Nice combination. Ecuador need a response now. Excellent reading of the pass. That is concentration. Full stretch save. The goalkeeper refuses to let this get absurd. The delivery was there, but the pressure did just enough. Now comes the press. Ecuador are trying to win the ball high. Big chance, big save. That is survival goalkeeping. Short corner. They are trying to change the angle. Off the post. That was inches from another twist. A promising attack, but the frame of the goal says no. Still not clear, and again the upright is the hero. Jimenez is still involved. Another ball into the box, and chaos follows. Again into the area. Ecuador cannot relax. Jimenez keeps dragging defenders around. He knows exactly where the panic is. Great through ball, but the defender reads it. Look at the space now. Mexico can run at them. Shot. Saved again. This first half is completely breathless. And that closes a wild first half. One player has owned the spotlight, but the bigger story is Mexico's ruthless timing. Second half begins, and Ecuador need pride before tactics. Early chance after the break, corner coming. Cross in, but that was power over precision. Turnover, space, shot, and the keeper is ready. Corner in. Ecuador need to defend the first contact. The cross is dangerous, but Mexico cannot finish the mess. He's in, but the attack collapses at the last second. They are getting closer, though. Brilliant save even with the flag up. The reflex still deserves respect. You cannot hold pressure forever. Not against this much pace. Not in this stadium. Counter chance now. This is where Mexico hurt teams. Goal. Another break, another finish, and Ecuador are being pulled apart. That counterattack is brutal. One recovery, two passes, and the back line is gone. Still running, still hungry. Hincapie tries to steady the back line. Good anticipation, but they need more than one tackle. Really good pass into the danger area. Clearance not far enough. Jimenez is waiting. It gets worse for Ecuador. Mexico are ruthless now. Poor clearance, instant punishment. That is the difference in sharpness. Goal back. Ecuador finally hit, and at least the fight is still visible. That through ball is beautiful, and the finish gives the fans something to hold. Half an hour left, and the match is wild enough for anything. Cross comes in, another sensational save. That stop is pure instinct. Substitution coming. Legs and minds are being tested. Ball into the middle, and that chance should be closer. Good pass, dangerous block. Nobody is coasting here. Hard work wins the ball back. Keeper claims it, and Mexico can breathe. Another block. Defenders are earning their bruises tonight. The keeper gathers, and the tempo drops for a second. Attack stopped. Ecuador cannot find rhythm for long. Pressure rises again, cross coming. From that position, you have to test the goalkeeper. That is a big chance left on the table. Estupinan and Caicedo try to give Ecuador some control. The idea is good, but Mexico shut it down. Lovely ball, ambitious strike. He caught it clean, but not the target. The numbers tell the truth. Mexico's attack has been relentless. Midfield has pushed high, defenders step in at the right moment, and the forwards keep moving into blind spots. That is why every minute feels dangerous. Another real chance, another flying save. Change coming, and the cross follows immediately. Strong hands from the keeper. No drama on the rebound. The ball spins loose for a moment. Last 15 minutes now. He made the run, this could be it. What a challenge. That stops a certain goal. Goal. The chance is taken and the scoreboard keeps moving. Sometimes we say never, but this feels almost decided. Again, it starts with speed in transition. They break from their shape before Ecuador can reset, and the finish is calm when it matters. Guided beyond the keeper. Clean, cold, decisive. 5-2, and this game has become pure chaos. Vasquez takes over on the ball. Fabulous save. The keeper is still fighting the story. That is top-level goalkeeping. He moves early, but not too early. That is the art. Again, what a save. Quick feet, strong hands, brave timing. Absolutely brilliant. Corner delivered. They are setting up another shot. Plenty of power, but it flies just wide. The crowd knows this could have been another one. Full time is close, and the questions are uncomfortable. Was this tactical, mental, or both? Ecuador have had moments, but not control. Where do you even start? They have been beaten in too many zones, and the defending has carried the heaviest cost. Another stop. The goalkeeper refuses to switch off. The noise keeps rolling. Ball into the box. Cleared, but not far enough. He has a go. Already scored once, but not this time. He still looks sharp, always finding space between tired defenders. This could be a beautiful pass. Surely now. Unbelievable save. That is sensational. The stadium felt that one. Another change is coming. Short corner taken. The crowd is still buzzing. Vasquez keeps it moving. Caicedo again. Ball won back. And now the break could be on. The noise rises again. Genuine chance here. It is in. Of course it is in. A hat trick. And that is the headline stamped in bold. The speed of the break is devastating. Once the runner goes, the defense is chasing shadows. He only has one thought when he gets there. Hit it hard, hit it clean, finish the night. Caicedo tries to play through the final minutes. Estupiñán offers himself on the left. Caicedo again, still demanding the ball. Careless pass, possession turns over. Jorge Sanchez slows it down. Jimenez has been everywhere tonight. Final whistle. Mexico get the statement. For Ecuador, this is a painful result. And the review is not gentle. The performance simply was not enough. Too many gaps, too little control, not enough energy across the pitch. A worrying night, and one Mexico will enjoy replaying. That is full time. Mexico move with authority. Ecuador leave with hard questions. And this match will not be forgotten quickly.